Good morning, YouTube. This is Chris with MusicCityDriver.com. Wanted to come at you this morning with a little video about the Uber tipping option. Yes. So, as you all know, and you've probably seen, Uber is coming up with the tipping option. It's only in Minneapolis, Seattle, and Houston right now, but it should be rolled out to everybody by the end of July. Just wanted to give a little bit of food for thought, basically, about this tipping option and reasons why you may want to still keep a tip sign and or tip jars, tip boxes, whatever you have. The reason I say that is, number one, this is going to be a new option for Uber driver or for Uber passengers. It's not the same as with Lyft passengers. Now, there are a lot of passengers that are both Uber and Lyft passengers, and it's hard to tell who they are. But you know, Lyft has had that option to tip in their app since the beginning, so the people are used to that by now. So number one, it's a good reminder, but I wanted to talk about a couple things, and I have a couple of things that I have set to say. So first, I have received cash tips even on Lyft before. For instance, this last weekend I got a $20 bill as a tip from a lady who took about $11 Lyft ride. I took her by McDonald's really late, I guess early technically in the morning. She was very appreciative of that and gave me a $20 bill as a tip instead of tipping me through the app. I was very happy with that. So that leads me to the next one, is that some people may prefer to tip with cash. There are still a ton of people that prefer not to use cash, but there are still people who prefer to leave cash, and it may be because it feels more comfortable for them. It feels more personal for them. There could be a myriad of reasons for why they would want to leave a cash tip rather than a tip through the app. The third option, and this one's a little tricky, is that, and I've got the links. I'll have the link up here. I think it'll be this side, I'm not sure. But what I'll do, I've done a screenshot of both Uber and Lyft's policies regarding tipping and splitting fares. So on Lyft, if you say for instance you have a Lyft Plus or an Uber XL or even just a regular Lyft or an Uber X, you can split that fare with other people in the vehicle through the app. Well, on Lyft, whoever originates the ride, if they leave a tip, then it's shared amongst the other people on Lyft. On Uber, however, you add the tip and it's not split with everybody. So it seems to me that it's probably going to be more advantageous for someone to leave cash in that case, unless they have already talked to everybody else in the vehicle on Uber XL, and they're going to leave a larger tip and then people just pay them back later with Venmo or whatever. So that's another thing that you may want to keep in mind, is that the fare splitting option on Uber does not include the tip splitting yet. So if they leave a $10 tip, the fare's $20, there's 5 people, it's going to be $4 a piece for those other people, but the person who left the tip is going to pay the whole tip. So whereas with Lyft, if they leave a $20 tip or $10 tip or whatever, it's split amongst however many people they send the splitting option to. And I'm going to add the links down below to that. The last thing I want to talk about is, I don't know about you, but my Uber passengers don't rate me very often. In fact, I got a little bit of a stat for you here. In about 5 months, I've done 1,057 Uber rides. So only 345 of those have left a rating, which means only 32.6% of people that I have given a ride to with Uber have left me a rating. So that's an extremely low percentage. So one of the things with the Uber tipping option is, through the app, in order to leave you a tip, they have to rate you. So if they're not going to rate you in the first place, you may not get a tip. Now, there is the option to add a tip later through the trip receipt or through the trip history, but the best place and best time probably to get a tip is right after the ride, even though they have up to 30 days after the ride to give you a tip. So keep that in mind. I don't use a tip box just because I feel it to be a little cumbersome. I probably hit my elbow on it on my console here. It's just not my style. But if that's what you enjoy, if you like having a tip box, if it helps you make a lot more tips, you may make more tips than I do without the tip box, but that's just up to you. So if you enjoy it, just keep doing it, man. Whatever works for you. So Those are the things I can think of right away. Number one, just keep your tip signs and boxes, especially until they roll this out, obviously. And it may be an incentive for people to remember to rate you. Some people may prefer cash, so keep that. I just put mine in my wallet, but whatever floats your boat. So just wanted to pass this along out there. Something that people may not have thought of. If you have, if you're in Minneapolis or Houston or Seattle, driver or rider, and you've already used the tipping option for Uber, please leave a comment below and let us know how it works. Let us know how it's going. Have you experienced a lot of more tips? Have you experienced more ratings? I don't know if Uber is adding any kind of more of a prompt to rate people or not with this new tipping option coming in or not, but just let us know. And thank you guys for watching. If you like this, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Down below I do have my links, and yes, I did include my Uber referral code because I feel like Uber is doing a better job now that they're adding this tipping option. I'm looking forward to any more positive changes that they have. You can call me a hypocrite or whatever, but the referral bonus is only 50 bucks now, and I haven't had a single referral bonus from Uber period yet. I have one that's pending, but I doubt it'll happen. We'll see. And also I've got a link to Mystro down below. Helps me quite a bit. If you put my referral code in, I don't think I get anything from it. It's just a way for you to be able to access the app. I'm also going to include a link to my website here, which is musiccitydriver.com. It's kind of I'm not the best at creating website content, so you'll have to forgive me. But anyway, if you guys like this, I really appreciate it if you would subscribe and like this video. And I'm going to be out driving in this mess a little bit later today, but just wanted to wish you guys a happy day. And if you're out driving, be safe. Drive safe.